Hi, today I'm just making a little video on a railway bridge right near where we deliver our courses, our Lexical Lab summer school. We deliver the courses in rented rooms that we use in London Metropolitan University, which is up on the Holloway Road in North London. And one of the things that I love about being up here is that it's about a 15-minute cycle ride from my house. And as we're going into the building, we basically go past this. There you go, the home of football, the Emirates Stadium where Arsenal Football Club play. And as a lifelong Arsenal boy, it's a lovely thing to be teaching and sort of cycling through here every day. I'm partly mentioning this because today was the penultimate day on our Advanced Language and Culture course. And we talked about using literature and music and some of the relationships between literature, music and culture, and maybe teaching as well. And we looked at some literary extracts based in North London. We also looked at some songs that kind of reflect certain aspects of class and cultural identity within the UK. We talked about a whole range of different things, but also inevitably the whole subject of the World Cup came up. Yesterday round London, before the World Cup game, it was particularly mad. We went down to Whitechapel and Brick Lane, and playing through the speaker systems in the Whitechapel Underground station was Football's Coming Home, you know, the Three Lions song. Of course, football apparently isn't coming home. It's going to either France or Croatia. And we talked a lot about the game and the way that, you know, culturally, I think it has particular significance, the England performance this World Cup, because England loves heroic failure. Some of you may be aware of Eddie the Eagle, the downhill skier, who was basically a kind of disastrous skier, but people loved him because he tried hard and he had a big heart, and you could see his heart in his performance. And I think generally the sort of attitude towards most sports here is ultimately it's not really about the winning, it's about trying hard and having a good heart and doing your best. For me personally, as an Arsenal supporter, it was always quite problematic watching this England team because they include 5 Tottenham players in them, and there's a big North London rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham. And Tottenham as a football team have been knocked out of the last 7 FA Cup semi-finals that they've reached. So they've almost come close to reaching a final 7 times and then fallen at the final hurdle. Obviously, as an Arsenal supporter, it's convenient for us to blame the Spurs players in the England team for bringing this tradition of losing in semi-finals over to the World Cup. But I think maybe more importantly, it's been an interesting World Cup in that it's reconnected a lot of neutrals or not massively sort of nationalistic flag-waving English people with an English national team that both reflects the diversity of the country in terms of its sort of racial makeup and the mix of people in the team, but that's also managed by a kind of, a modern, fairly sophisticated, fairly cultured kind of English manager who's miles away from the kind of dinosaurs that have managed England in the past. He seems like a modern European kind of man. And interestingly, he's also an England manager who's made statements about the fact that the team reflects the diversity of modern England, and this is part of the identity of what England now is. Obviously, there are going to be certain people, right-wing people, within English community and England fans community who find this problematic, who have an issue with this. For me personally, it's very heartening to see an England team that actually reflects the reality of, life in the cities, life in London as it's lived. And so that's a healthy thing, I think. So that was the penultimate day of our English language and culture course, and I'll just leave you with a little glimpse of this beautiful thing here. Look at it. Okay, take care, bye.